when an insane military commander threatens to annihilate the entire world. It's up to Rex, Power Colt, the world's greatest cyber commando, to save the world and rescue America. So yeah, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. You can pretty much tell exactly what this game is about just by looking at it. It's as if somebody took Far Cry 3 and then a bunch of 80s action movie cliches and put them in a blender and just hit the puree button. And I don't mean that to be a criticism, because it's obvious that the people who were working on this had a lot of passion and enthusiasm for it, and it really shows in the game. Now, the core of the game is still fundamentally Far Cry 3. You'll be sneaking around this tropical island, trying to avoid enemy patrols, getting into gunfights when you can't. Although you can also sneak around and try and pick enemies off one by one, and even hunt down the local wildlife, although there's no crafting system this time around. Now, there are story missions, but they're kind of brief. Most of your time is going to be spent liberating the various strongholds that are scattered across the island. Now, it's during these liberation missions where you'll actually get to see the game's few new improvements. For one, it's the weapons, which have all been 80s-atized and shoot lasers and all sorts of neon explosions and junk like that. And then there's the blood dragons. Blood dragons. Blood dragons. God, I love saying that. Blood dragons. No, but the blood dragons are the big new wildlife on the island. Giant, laser-equipped dinosaurs that have a taste in their mouths for delicious, delicious cyborgs. Every time you attack a stronghold, a blood dragon will show up to see what all the commotion's about. And you can make the choice to either fight him off with the rest of the cyborgs, or just sit back and let the blood dragon do all the work for you. So those are the game's positives. What's on the negative side? Well, as mentioned before, there's no crafting system this time around. Also, you have a limited weapon selection. Although what weapons you do have still comprise a fairly robust set of tactical choices for you. Also, the game's a little short. Probably beat it in around 15 hours. But considering its lowered price, I didn't really consider that a big deal. And it seemed a fair investment from my perspective. I have to admit, though, I'm probably a little biased. I'm giving this game a lot of extra points for its style and for its aesthetics, which I personally found infinitely amusing. So, yeah, 3 out of 4, I would definitely recommend Far Cry Blood Dragon. If you're someone who liked Far Cry 3, or maybe if you didn't like Far Cry 3, but you want the same kind of game that maybe doesn't take itself quite so seriously. Okay, well, thanks for watching. And remember, that nostalgia you feel, that pumping in your blood, that's the blood dragons working its magic.